So here are some things that kind of vanish when you get into retirement, and they need to be replaced. And the number one is purpose. Yeah, you got to have a purpose in life. When you were younger, your purpose could have been to move your career forward. It could have been to improve your social status, to buy a house, to have a car, to grow your family, and different things like that. So you had a purpose when you were younger, but that can go away when you go into retirement. So find that something that's going to get you up out of bed in the morning, and that'll really help out. Me personally, I focus more on helping friends and family and going to the grandkids' ball games and, coaching on YouTube. This channel has been great for me to give me some purpose to help me get up out of bed in the morning. So number two is routine. And routine gives our day structure and balance. When we were younger, that structure and balance normally came from others. Others provided us what we were supposed to do during the day, right? When you were at work or had other things to do, normally you had somebody else or something that determined how much time you spent and how you spent your time. But now, that's all on you. Yeah, it's all on you how you spend your time most of the time. Now, you may be fortunate enough to have, things that do structure your day, and if you do, that's good for you. So here's a few things that you may look at to kind of give your day some structure and some things that you should add into a daily routine. And one is exercise. Getting 20 minutes of good, vigorous exercise a day is essential to keeping yourself healthy. You should also try to do some learning. Try reading and learning, and try doing that for 20, 30 minutes a day. Instead of your physical exercise, that's kind of for your mind and your cognitive abilities and keeping those sharp. And the last one is to have a little bit of time every day for socializing and fun. And, realizing that you can't, meet up face to face maybe with somebody every day, but hey, you should have some friends or somebody that you can call, talk to on the phone once in a while, and just do some socializing. Because you know what, when you go into retirement, you're thinking, I'm going to golf, I'm going to fish, I'm going to go on cruises, and that's all fine and dandy, but that is only a small percentage of your retirement. When you really get into it and you figure it out, like I've said before, think about what am I going to do on a typical Wednesday, right? A day that I really don't have anything planned, what am I going to do? And that'll help you with building a routine that at least you can get some things that are normalized in your life. All right, so I'd like to pause the video for a minute, and you know what? I'd like to hear your comments on things that you think would be valuable to you when you retire that you're losing from your work life. So go ahead and drop me a comment down there, and I'd really appreciate that. All right, number three is having a mission or a goal. So when you were younger, you always had a mission or a goal. You might have been, a leader who was guiding your team to a different goal, at work, or you may be guiding your family towards a goal when they're younger. Getting your kids to go in a certain direction. And those are all fine and dandy, but when you get into retirement, that journey and goal can't go away. You got to think into the future a little bit. And just because you don't have a job or a journey anymore doesn't mean that you can't use your knowledge to create that journey and to create, a mission for yourself and what you want to accomplish in retirement. All right, number four is losing your identity, right? Your identity used to be based on your job. You were a supervisor, you were an accountant, you were a caregiver. Those are things that previously, defined your identity. Well, now that you're in retirement, you don't have that identity. My pat answer now is when people ask me what do, hey, I'm retired and I got a set of golf clubs and a YouTube channel. I do not let my previous life define what is now my identity. All right, and number five is your previous career is over now. So, you need to kind of like the last one, you need to redefine yourself in what you're going to do in retirement. You know, there's no more climbing up the corporate ladder. There's no more, you know, trying to impress people because you need that new bonus or that raise. You don't need to worry about taking on more roles and responsibilities. And, you know, that's wonderful after 30, 40 years of working, that you don't need to do that anymore. So in retirement, try to go ahead and put things in perspective. Try to find new things to do, new places to go see, and new people to become involved with and have a new vision for your retirement life. All right, and number 6 is your status, right? You're no longer the head of, the director of, the manager of. You know, you're the manager of your own time now. So, you know, your status and the way you think about yourself is kind of tough. And I went through that a little bit, I really did. You know, because you used to think of yourself as someone who had status, had importance, and had influence over people. And now you know, you're in a much smaller circle and you really don't have that same influence. You might for a little while after retirement, but it isn't long before, you know, everybody at work has forgotten about you. The phone calls are no longer coming in to ask you about your advice and how things should be handled. That's all gone now. So it's kind of hard on your ego. And so if you haven't already retired, you know, work on before you retire. Try to build some deeper relationship with friends and family outside of work so that when you do retire, you know, you have some of that you can replace and you have good relationships with people that aren't based on your work. So you know what? I hope this video has helped you, and if it has, I'd appreciate it if you'd reach down, hit that like button, and watch this video next.